If you remember the picture I showed you a while back, the one that's back there on the wall, Jesus and the bread line, today Sister Joan is talking about realism in our Christian life. There's an old Indian proverb that says, "Call on God, but row away from the rocks." Healthy prayer and neurotic prayer are two different kinds. Neurotic prayer denies reality. Healthy prayer grows both spiritually and psychologically as a result of it. The Russian novelist Ivan Turgenev warns us of the danger of the first. Whatever a person prays for, they pray for a miracle. Every prayer reduces itself to this: "Great God, grant that twice two be not four." When we fail to accept the fact some things just are, the rain rains, sickness comes, and the unexpected is a commonplace. When we fail to recognize that life is just life, all of it is meant to teach us something, to give us new opportunities to be better, stronger people. If we don't see that, we miss both the meaning of life and the real role of prayer in it. The spiritually mature person does not rely on God for miracles. They rely on God for strength and courage, for insight and hope, for vision and endurance. They know that God is with them. They do know that one of the purposes of prayer is to give them the courage it takes to do what we are each meant to do in the world that is ours. They do not forgive themselves the responsibility of changing their own little piece of the world on the grounds that if they pray hard enough, God will change it for them. They won't have to. No, it is their responsibility to change the world. The mystic Catherine of Siena, whose relationship with God was legendary, changed her part of the world by chiding popes and freeing the poor, feeding the poor. The mystic Ignatius of Loyola, whose life of prayer took him and his men to the streets of Europe, and they changed the world by defending the faith and re-catechizing a generation that had gone dry. The contemplative Thomas Merton, who lived in a cloistered religious community, prayer was the very context of his life, changed the world by speaking out from the cloister to lead an anti-war movement intent on stopping the illegal war in Vietnam. The laywoman Dorothy Day, whose life of prayer followed a tumultuous life, changed the world by modeling the care of the poor on the streets of New York City. None of the great spiritual personalities of the church have ever made prayer a substitute for justice and mercy, for peace and equality, for honesty and courage. They rowed the world away from the rocks. They made the miracles the world needed, and so must we. Give me, loving God, the understanding that the purpose of prayer is to grow a soul large enough to do your will.